Morning, NBA basketball fans. All right, we had two big game sixes last night. We got two big old game sixes tonight. I'm here today. It's your boy Big Bro. We're gonna talk about all four situations right after this.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of NBA Central. This is the prediction show with your boy Big Bro. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Just don't hit the exit button. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. So y'all already know how I get down over here. I'm rooting for 7 games for every single season, for every single series. Unfortunately, we're not getting 4 game sevens for round 2. We still have a possibility for 3. We're going to talk about the first situation, the Boston Celtics taking on the 76ers last night. Man, this was a crazy game in which the 76ers had the game in hand going into the fourth quarter. But man, they came up 100% short, only scoring 13 points, which led to the Boston Celtics taking a 95-86 win on the road to tie the series at 3 and force game 7. So here you go. You have a situation where you had Jason Tatum go 5 for 21 from the field. You had Al Horford go 1 for 4. You had Jaylen Brown go 6 for 13, only 17 points, only 10 points for Al Horford only had 2 points. Marcus Smart played really well with 22 points, 19 for Jason Tatum. That 5 for 21, it's like he hit all 5 of them in the fourth quarter. It was ridiculous. In fact, we're going to look at his fourth quarter stats because that's what really took care of the game. But unfortunately for the Philadelphia 76ers, they could not hit the broad side of the barn. So Jason Tatum was 5 for 21 from the field, but 4 for 8 in the fourth quarter, 4 for 5 from 3 in the fourth quarter, 4 for 4 from the field with 16 points in the fourth quarter. That right there was enough to down the 76ers, who in the fourth quarter did nothing. You got 0 points from Tobias Harris, 0 points from PJ Tucker, 6 points from Joel Embiid, and 5 points from Tyrese Maxey. Those were your only main scores for the for the the Philadelphia 76ers last night. And then you had Jaden Springer come in and give you a basket. They only scored 13 points. They were a minus 11 in the period. It was ridiculous. 0 for 8 from the three-point line, 5 for 20 from the field. It was one of the worst fourth quarters that a team can have. You're right on the cusp of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the best that you can do was 13 points in the fourth quarter. That is ridiculous. That is unacceptable. And to be 100, Philly need to be ashamed of themselves. You had an opportunity to knock off the prohibitive favorites in the Eastern Conference. Instead, you got to go on the road and win a game 7. Now, the silver lining is, hey, these guys have won on the road twice so far in this series. You're going to have to make it an even 3. I know it's not an even 3, but I'm going to say an even 3. You did, because that's what they need to do to get to that even 4 that they need to get out of this series and move on to the next round. So we'll talk about that tomorrow in the prediction show. But today, to the spoils, to the victors goes, the victor gets the spoils. And today, man, Boston is waking up happy because they were on the verge of going to Cancun. Now, speaking of going on the verge of going to Cancun, the Phoenix Suns are most likely already there. They hopped on that plane late last night after they did not show up, did not show up at all to their Game 6 matchup in Phoenix versus the Denver Nuggets, as Denver's trounced these guys 125-100, and it wasn't even close. It was a blowout from the beginning, a wire-to-wire victory with major efforts from Nikola Jokic again. He was unstoppable, especially with no DeAndre Ayton to even just bother his body, with a 32 point, 12 assists, 10 rebound, 3 steal, 1 block, triple-double. And then Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he got to get some love. My man legitimately went out there and put up 21 points. And then Jamal Murray had a great series for these guys, 26 points from him. And then also Bruce Brown, he had a great series as well. These guys put it on the Phoenix Suns, who just didn't get anything from Devin Booker or Kevin Durant. And low key, if we want to be honest, man, Kevin Durant had an awful series overall versus these guys. It is, he struggled from the field, shooting well below his season field goal percentage average. And Devin Booker, the last two games after all of the hype surrounding his efficiency, came crashing down to earth. 4 for 13 last night, and at one point these guys were 2 for 18 combined from the field. They ended up going 12 for what's that, 32. As a team, a tandem of players that needed to show up, and surprisingly, the only player to show up for the Phoenix Suns last night was Cameron Payne, 12 for 16, 7 for 9 from three. But hey, he was playing without any pressure on him as they were down by 20 most of the game. He did have 31 points, so you got to give him credit for that. But hey, Phoenix Sun goes down. Chris Paul was out, didn't play. Kogi didn't play. You definitely need him for defensive presence. And DeAndre Ayton didn't play last night. And honestly, you can't overcome that many injuries as well as having your two go-to offensive players not show up. You really can't win a game where Cameron Payne is the best player on the court for you. That's just the reality of it. So you got the Denver Nuggets, the team that everybody was worried about coming into the postseason. Nobody believed in them. And here they are sitting in the Western Conference Finals, waiting to see who's going to win tonight's game between the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. And we'll get into that series right after we talk about the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat. Game 6 tonight, 6:30 Central Time on ESPN. And that is going to be an exciting, not down, drag them out game. Like I said before, this series, there really hasn't been much separation between either one of the squads. Even in game 5, when it looked like the Knicks were going to win by 15 or 20 points, the Heat just kept it interesting. They kept fighting and got back into the game, and the Knicks had to close it out. Jimmy Butler and company are going to be focused tonight in Miami. I don't have Steve-O here to bounce ideas off of. He has some family business to take care of. But hey, I'm just going to say this. It's going to be a good game. Y'all already know that I won 7 games, so I'm rooting for the Knicks to win tonight. But Miami is going to bring their A game. They had a couple of opportunities to steal the game 5 and just be done with it and be in the Eastern Conference Finals already. They can smell it. But hey, the New York Knicks are not done. Tom Thibodeau has these guys ready to play on the road tonight. It's one more day for Jalen Brunson's ankle to get better. One more day for Julius Randle to get better. We'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully the Knicks can get the win. That's who I'm picking to get this win. Let's get another game 7. And speaking of another game 7, everybody and their mama, except maybe Lakers fans, want to see game 7 for this Golden State Warriors Los Angeles Lakers competition tonight. I mean, we already know the Golden State Warriors struggle on the road. They've won a few road games this postseason. They probably got about half as many road wins in the postseason as they had in the regular season. But hey, once the postseason starts, y'all already know it's 0-0. We don't care about the records in the regular season anymore. Golden State is a tried and true championship team. They faced elimination a few times before, and they've staved it off. They've already staved it off once in this series, and y'all already know I need the Golden State Warriors to stave it off one more time and force another game 7 so we can get 3 game 7s. Golden State defeats the Lakers tonight because, man, I do not want to hear LeBron James fans talking for the next 2 weeks. Even during the next series, even if the Lakers lose the next series, they're going to revel in defeating the fated Golden State Warriors in round 2. There you have it. I got the New York Knicks winning tonight to force game 7. I got the Golden State Warriors winning tonight to go force game 7. And I could be completely wrong about both of them and both of those guys being Cancun early tomorrow morning. So we're going to see how that goes. Y'all already know how we do over here in the Central family. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. The NBA Central, Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, Chicago White Sox and Chicago Cubs Central, Chicago Sky Central, and of course the Chicago Shaboos podcast with the Cognac Gang, C-Dub and Bobby. We appreciate you guys, man. We're gonna see what happens tonight. Hopefully tomorrow morning we're talking about 2 great games that occurred tonight, and then we got a game 7 tomorrow between Boston and Philly. That's gonna be fun to talk about as well. Hopefully we get Steve-O back in the building. Y'all know how we do on weekends. It's going to be live at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your boy, Big Bro. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Hit us up at NBA Central Show at gmail.com. And you can already know where you follow us on Twitter as well. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Welcome to the #1 place for your daily basketball news and analysis,